Hey guys, Andrew here. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, this is a Rumble only video. You're very welcome. So over on YouTube, I did to the self-diagnosed community. It seems to be a TikTok phenomenon of people self-diagnosing themselves with either autism, ADHD, or some form of neurodiversity. Us who went through medical trauma to get diagnosed are pushing back because it won't get you systemic supports, it won't get you in Australia NDIS or United Kingdom personal independence payment unless you go through a medical diagnosis. Yeah, in the USA and countries that don't have a universal care scheme, that can be hard. So I can understand relying on self-diagnosis. But there are good advocacy agencies out there that will help you to get diagnosed. Reach out to your local university training program. They might have a provisional psychologist who needs to do the assessments that you think you might need as well. And the other thing is my background in community pharmacy. I saw so many people self-diagnose when they clearly had something different and started harming themselves through taking what they thought was the right medications. Even doctors get it wrong when they've got 7 to 10 years level of training. There's stories coming out of psychiatrists themselves being harmed by the medication they prescribed. Abigail Schreier's work, she's recently got a new book out, Bad Therapy. Have a look at medicating normal. Have a look at dope sick. There is a myriad of reasons to not self-diagnose as well. And one of those is, let's talk about it. And I know I'm going to offend some people in the comments, but let's duke it out, is really, really bad representation. And I've talked about this before on the channel over on YouTube, but I'm going to talk about it here. Is faking for views and monetizing content, especially with things like seizure disorder, multiple personality disorder as well. Guys, I have FND as well as epilepsy, ADHD, and brain damage, which all contribute to me not being able to handle mainstream work unless it was supported employment. Hence why I do the YouTube and the writing. It's something that I'm good at. And that's the thing. People forget that disability is a spectrum and wording is going to be personal choice. And I had someone on TikTok come at me through using the words high support needs and low support needs. Yeah, they're a little outdated, but they're not offensive. And that's the thing. She didn't know the terminology to use. And so if you're in the self-diagnosed community, please go and get diagnosed. If you're getting offended, misinformation is rife on the internet. I do a week of research on all of my videos before sitting down to record. When I record the podcast with Deb, she and I have probably had several conversations about it, and she is an expert in her field as well. So, guys, one of the things I know that's, let's just myth bust right now, is ABA therapy as harmful and traumatic. That shows you're not up to date with current practices. That restrictive practices need to be totally eliminated. Deb and I had a bit of a conversation about this. Some of them in any other industry would be called common sense, safety, harm minimization as well. Support workers don't come to work to be physically, emotionally, or even SA'd, and it does happen as well. So what you need there is better training for support givers, carers, direct care workers, PAs as well. And there is a difference between what a support worker can do and what a community nurse can do. I know a support worker can do personal care, so that's showers, they can cut fingernails, but because of the risk of infections, a podiatrist or a nail technician needs to cut toenails. I get family members to do it for me as well. So a nurse and a community nurse can do wound care, they can draw bloods, they can do personal care as well. But that's the thing, the self-diagnosed community is ruining it for everyone, promoting harmful stereotypes. And if you're getting offended because you've self-diagnosed with that condition, I'm not going to apologize. I'm going to double down and say you need to go and get a diagnosis. Stop arguing with strangers on the internet. Go and challenge yourself, because it will open up a whole new world to you of treatment options and possibly NDIS, personal payment, support workers, caregivers, people to keep your life organized as well. This is the thing, by arguing with strangers over the internet, you're really not helping the advocacy case. So, guys, just a couple of thoughts. If you can like, share, subscribe. Over on the Rumble, I could really use the subscribers. Thank you.